Hail adventurers and welcome back to Valk'rain Gaming on episode 16 now, the Divinity 2 playthrough. So last episode we've just finished up our big fight here with Bishop Alexander and this drill worm that just popped out of nowhere, and it just caused absolute havoc between the battlefield. It was a really good intense fight now. What I did in between the episodes is I just had a quick loot of everything and was able to get myself the Power Storm hammer here, which I've just imbued a rune into it as well to give us 9% more physical damage. And we also got the Amulet of Paradise, which I again put another rune into it to give us 9 vitality in there to make Valk'rain just that little bit tougher. He's got a bit more health now, so what we're going to do is we're just going to talk to Melody, and we're just going to make our move onto the boat now. And just really kind of put Fort Joy to an end, hopefully.
Melody grabs the vessel with 2 hands and pushes it into the water. She hops on board behind you.
I like how we all just jumped in the boat and left Melody to push the boat out.
Wait till she finds out.
I know who's waiting to find out about us, because no one seemed to come help when we was in Fort Joy.
Salty water mists your face. Your skin prickles in bright, warm sunlight. The boat bobs forward through the water, and Fort Joy shrinks behind you.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders. Or at least, on the shoulders of one of them.
There's an ominous message left at the end of there, though. But obviously it's going to rest on the shoulders of Valk'rain, the Lawful Paladin, doing his best to save the world bit by bit.
A light sea breeze kisses your cheek and carries away the smell of blood wafting up from the deck. In the distance, Fort Joy looms.
Definitely use the second one to say that we are glad to teach Alexander a lesson. We're definitely not going to give in to the Magisters anytime soon.
Don't stand between a prince and his principles. The Magisters learned that the hard way.
That they did.
I've no sympathy for those who die in the line of duty, especially as odious a duty as those dead Magisters held.
A hard-fought freedom, sure. But if spilling blood is bad, it shouldn't be so agreeable.
Well said, Sabine.
Onward now. The sooner Fort Joy disappears from the horizon, the better. Perhaps the Seekers need help manning the ship.
Oh, so the party's disbanded here, and there seems to be a lot of bloody bodies on this ship. Obviously a hard-fought battle here. A few Seekers that I can see.
So close to escaping.
Take the useful items. We don't really need the empty cup. So first of all, I'm just going to go around and see if there's anything of usefulness that we can get off these bodies. Let's read this. Is there anything good from here? Fortitude is the key. Fortitude shall open the door. So it looks like there's a password for the door there. That's what skimming through books get you. You should look out for keywords. What's this? There's a guy charcoal here. I wonder what's going on here.
Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive.
Thought that lady was going to tell me off for looting the body then. So let's see what's going on over here then.
The ship won't sail. We had orders to search every corner of it and figure out what's blocking us. It's hewn from elven Livewood. I thought I could communicate with it, but...
So if it's Livewood, does that mean there's got like a soul or an essence in it? We could have a living boat here. That'd be pretty cool.
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something is nestled within it. Fragments of scorched bone.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him, without warning. He burned, like he was made of parchment.
We're going to express our condolences for her dead companion over there.
Her eyes flick over to the smouldering ashes once again, her head held at a despondent angle.
Thank you. We were held captive together on this ship. He kept my spirits up. Now he's dead.
Nothing worse than losing a friend, especially after you've been through so much. Let's see if she learnt anything useful though, the boat before...
Nothing. The ship
burnt
is
alive.
Livewood, that much is clear. But I couldn't communicate with it. The Magisters must have done something, warped it somehow. I just don't know what.
I think on that then we'll just take our leave then from there. Let's see if a friend had anything on him. Nothing on him.
The squirrel
on
looks
here?
around the boat.
Didn't mean to be shooting that then. Hopefully some fish in the water just got it bad.
I remember this one. His name was Kerbin.
It's the blacksmith.
His friend's sword couldn't save him, it would appear.
We'll just take off what we can off him. I'm sure he would want us to carry on. Take his goods with us. Hope that doesn't mean that we've not got a shop on here though. Do sell him some stuff. There's teeth, eyeballs and guts everywhere at the moment. Not things I want to be carrying around, I'll tell you that.
Spare me, Gareth. We got what we came for. This is what success looks like.
Melody's giving Gareth a talking to.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here. We'll hold a proper service.
What's his face and so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else. They died for those Godwoken, after all.
Well, they did die. They did die trying to liberate themselves as well. It wasn't just for me.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even pay them that much respect?
They had to put that blame down on me.
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner of his eye and smiles, barely.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, Godwoken. Glad to see you safely aboard.
Very glad indeed.
Let's ask about all the people that died and see if we can pay our condolences to them.
Too many.
One too few, actually.
That's a very different point of view those two people have there.
Alexander, he's alive.
Oh, that's what she means. I thought she meant about the Seekers. Imagine wishing that your allies lost one more. Let's ask
He's
where
in
he
the
is.
hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive.
We definitely need to get a move on.
Yes, we certainly had better, but the ship won't move.
We've heard about the ship not moving as we just been took to the elf lady that told us about the Livewood.
She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
We've definitely never known about a ship talking with the...
This is barbarous magic.
Expedient magic, actually. The ship is made of livewood. It has the spirit of an elven ancestor tree within it. It seems Dallis has found a way to bind that spirit to her. That means only she can control it, unless we can find a way to break the bond.
Let's see if she's got any leads. So we're going...
The survivors of us have been combing the ship from bow to rudder. It hasn't been easy. This place is laced with dark magic.
These Seekers have such a limited skill set.
Melody doesn't seem to be the best, biggest fan of the Seekers at all.
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do. And I hope you do too.
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they?
Yeah, we'll go take a look around. We're definitely eager to get away from Fort Joy and leave that
That's
behind
the
us.
spirit.
Let's see what we've got here. Matthias is here. Take any of the items that are useful. So they said Alexander was down on the bottom floor. So I think what we'll do is there's nothing up here that I need. Red Prince is there. Let's go head our way down then. Is there anything in this? Nothing in there. Let's have a quick loot round of the boat. A boat that looks very similar to the first boat that we was on when we was captive. Nothing around here. Can read that and get the recipe for the poison flask.
The silent monk leans forward slightly and stares at you straight in the eyes. She seems eager for you to say something.
So we've got a couple
The
of silent
monk
monks
leans
here.
from one foot to the other. He seems eager to move.
Don't seem to be giving us any information though. Take that gold. Some training dummies over here. We need to be giving them a whack at the moment though. Grab that repair hammer, you never know when we're going to have to repair our gear. Couple of chests over here that would have a quick look inside. That's obviously a laundry box. Got pants and everything in there. Or are we taking up any of those skids? These ones got some dirty socks in. Not finding any clean clothing anytime soon. Definitely nothing up on this bit. Let's make our way down then. There's a little hatch here. Let's see if this leads down to anything. I assume it leads down to the bottom of the boat. No, I don't think this is the bottom. Looks like a mid-level. Okay. Loot this stuff up. Nothing to find in there. Definitely the gold in boxes thing that I mentioned earlier in my videos is definitely starting to die out now the further we get into the game.
The Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Oh, so there's Alexander there.
Can't you say anything else?
It's locked up on there. She seems to be locked in conversation with these, so maybe she can open the door for us.
The Seeker flexes her arms stiffly. Her
axe
jaws
looks
audibly
wicked.
pop. She sees you draw near.
I wonder if there's a little bit in here that we can ask for the axe for.
I owe you, Godwoken. Without your help, I'd likely still be a prisoner around here, not guarding Alexander the bloody Divine himself.
You can give us your axe and your armor if you want, though. You seemed armored to the teeth.
She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand on the back of her neck.
Let's tell her to open the gate so we can
Good
get
luck
some
getting
information
anything
out of
out of
him.
either of them. Our special guest is out cold, and the other one ain't in much of a talking mood.
Definitely gotta try though,
Right,
otherwise we're not
just-
getting anywhere.
Don't make me regret it.
We ain't gonna make you regret anything, lady.
Hope you find something useful.
Let's see what we've got in here. Let's talk to the Magister that's
A
awake
young
at the moment.
Magister paces around the brig, fussing over Alexander's unconscious form. She leans over and applies a damp cloth to his brow. She notices you observing her. She straightens her back and sets her jaw in a defiant scowl.
This one's gonna be our friend.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot. So stow your questions, dwarf.
Let's go ahead and tell her that we're not a seeker and that we're just seeing if we get any information from her.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
Let's do some diplomacy here and tell her that she just needs to listen.
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance.
Let's see which one of these persuasions that we can attempt. Definitely liking this one at the bottom, saying that the Seekers aren't all bad and they just want to go home. If she helps us, then we might be able to set her free. That's definitely sort of a Paladin sort of thing to say. And there we go, we passed that
There's a
test.
shift in the Magister's expression, a flicker of doubt. Then
I'm a good Magister, loyal. But Dallis, something about her has changed. She's toying with dark magic, like a common sorcerer. She used to sing to the ship. It let her control it.
And see, just like that, with a little bit of a Paladin charm there, we were able to get the information that we need. So we We need to sing to the ship, apparently.
She had this old book of hymns and incantations. It was only ever in her hands, or else locked away in her cabin at the stern. That's all I know.
So we need to find this hymn then, I assume. It's going to be a hymn. Okay then. There's no information there. See if we can weigh up Alexander and get any information off him.
That's the divine.
We was just talking to you. We were just cool. We were just friends. We'll use the memory one. See, she's gone back to being our friend now.
All right.
Just like that.
Don't harm him. I'll be watching.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle.
You spoke, didn't you?
Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash zigzags from his right ear down to his beardless cheek. Unconscious, he looks more boy than bishop.
Oh, do after the pounding he took off us in the drill worm.
Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. They rise and fall in shallow, jagged swells.
Yes, look at
A
that.
beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest, hung round his neck by an ordinary oiled rope.
Well, he doesn't seem to be waking up, and he definitely... we'll take it.
The gem
Ain't
sits
gonna have no
heavy
need
in
for
your
it when he's
pouch.
unconscious. Nope, don't lock myself in here. Picked up a strange gem there. So let's have a look at our quest now and see where we've got to go.
You spoke, didn't you? Ha! I knew you would eventually.
Okay.
Magister Branley, Corker's mate.
So we gotta go find Dallis's room now. Look at that mirror there. It's a big mirror. Oh. Okay, so we got two doors here with what look like nose rings in. Let's go see if they do anything. We'll try
The
this
door
one.
seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice its unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection.
Okay, we're gonna use the scholar one here. We seem to know what it is. So, all that book reading that we was doing.
The wood groans and creaks. A face appears in the wood, tortured and tormented. A six-sided indentation is carved on its forehead, as if a gem or amulet had made a mark there. The face vanishes.
Okay, well we got the option to hold out the gem that we took off Alexander, so I wonder if that's going to open the door for
The
us.
anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and waits.
Hold the gem a little bit closer.
A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It seems to breathe. All of a sudden, all anguish is gone. It gives you the sternest of looks.
Having to stare down with the door here, you know, one of my favourite pastimes that I do.
I am summoned. Speak the password.
Well, we've got the password. We read that into the book, so this must be the door that it's on about.
Yes, and yes again. The word is spoken. Welcome to the stateroom.
Okay then, so we're in Dallis' stateroom here. Seems to be a gent sitting in here. I wonder if this is Dallis' lover.
One more moment, please.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap and turns his full attention to you.
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks?
Let's demand to know who he is.
I'm a prisoner, of course. Do you think I'd be sitting here calmly if I was a Magister holdout?
That's true.
Infernal Dallis woman left me trapped here, too weak to escape. It seems I'm in your debt.
He definitely doesn't seem to be talking about Dallis in a good way, so we'll ask what she did to
Why
him.
torture? What else?
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is withered and discolored, as if it were magically decayed.
She used some form of domination device on me. forcing my hands to do her bidding, and I've ruined them in the process.
He definitely seems to be a bit more hostile towards her. Maybe this is a new ally.
I have particular skills that she sought. Healing, crafting, and more arcane magical practices. She had me enchant a dead cat, for instance, so it would seem alive.
So he's bringing dead pets back to life.
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his withered forearm, his eyes on you the whole time.
But that damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is a blur.
Memory loss is definitely convenient right now.
Trust me. Convenient is the last word I'd use to describe the experience. Pass me that copper wire there, would you?
He takes the copper with a nod of gratitude. His sleeve slips back above his elbow. In its crook, you see part of a tattoo. A pattern of concentric circles rendered in black.
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add.
Well, he's definitely not going to tell us any more, so I think we should just move on to other matters, see if he's got any more information about her.
Despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire the woman a little. She's unwavering. She will break before she bends. If you cross paths with her, be sure to break her. I doubt you will get another chance.
Let's see about this armor that he keeps tinkering with.
Took it? No, I made it. Have you seen the kind of metalwork the Magisters deploy? This is in a different class to them.
I really can't tell.
As I said, the Magisters left me weakened. But this will help give me the strength to carry on my work.
We're going to take our lead from this conversation then and there. So let's have a quick look around the room. There's quite a lot to loot up in here. We're going to start straight away with this pile of gold here. That's now mine. Let's see what we've got here. We've got a letter. Have a quick read of that. Not much there. Pick up these potion bottles. What's this teleport pyramid?
This looks like a teleporter pyramid. It could certainly come in handy.
And it could. Pick up this potion now. Anything else good in these drawers? Nothing else good. Another book to read here. Get all that book reading. All that intelligence into our head. We don't need no broom. Let's see if there's anything else in and around here. It's in this cupboard. Oh, we got ourselves a little pad here, and that wardrobe's just moved there. Button on there as well. Right. That seems to
spotted something.
Open up. We've got a hidden door there as well. Let's take these first. I want to see if we can get something onto that button down there. Anything in these books? We are looking for a hymn book, so we're going to search these book racks here. We'll take that. Scribbled notes, anything that's readable on there? Nothing great. Just doing the typical RPG reading. Some shock arrows there. Take that sheet of paper, because like I say, we can make the resurrection scrolls out of them. That seemed to be a harder word to say than what it needed to be. Take this paper too. Take those as well. I'm not too sure what we can use them for yet. There's a thick book here. Let's have a read. It's one thick book. What is a weapon there? It says fireball scroll. We're finding everything but the hymn that we need. Take that as well. Finding more and more things to take. Small poison bottle that we can make there. So what I need to do is I need to find a way now to get this open. I wonder if we could drop the lights on there. No, it's not heavy enough. Oh, we've got some stuff over here. Got a dusty tome.
This is written in ancient lizard script. It appears to be a song.
That's definitely, that looks like we found the hymn then. Do, however, want to I want to get in there. What if there's anything that I can bring in? Let's bring in this barrel. That barrel's got to weigh about as much as me. That's what I'm definitely going on. Let's move it out. How far can we move it? Let's hope there's not like a way that you can break it. Oh look, there's the dead cat running around. We're puzzle solving. There is no way. Can I like press it down and then just drop it on? Reckon that'll work. So it looks like I'm gonna have to get someone in the party. Although saying that, if that's just gonna open there, I wonder if I could just come around and talk to this door. My guess is that the switch is going to open this bit.
For security reasons, please keep this door closed.
That's not working in our favour. Oh, we got it. Oh, we've got Sabine here. See if she
We've
can.
braved the joy, and I lust for further adventure. What say you? Shall we continue our journey together?
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side. For the moment.
Come with me, Sabine. I want you to do something. Literally just going to use it just to open up this door. I need the loots. Get on that pad, Sabine. Knew it. I knew that's what he was going to open up. Let's see what we got up inside here then. Just picked up some gloves there. Sort of dialogue saying that there's companions for hire. That might be something worth looking into. There's a lot of necklaces in here. So it definitely looks like we found the loot room. Is there anything else in here? Got a staff here. What's this button do? And that's it. We made our way through now and we've opened up all this treasure inside here. Spear itself is sitting down there. Not too sure if we need it now for the rest of it. There you are, guys.
I knew there had to be a way, and you found it.
We did indeed. So we're going to make our way back up to the top of the boat now. Before I do that, let's just look at the stuff that we've looted. Absolutely nothing. Nothing of interest. I've got to be honest. Let's have a read of this dusty tome. Okay. Well, we can't understand that. We can't make headway of that. Let's see if Melody can make headway of it.
There you are. I was just thinking of you.
Let's tell her that we found the tome.
Naughty lizards. Then I suppose that rune on the figurehead was a slave scar. This tome must be the song that controls it. Well done. Go on then. Sing it to the figurehead and get her to sail.
Let's just say, let's take the Paladin way and say that enslaving something seems a bit immoral.
Her eyes suddenly flash a bright red.
Please spare me, if you want me to spare you.
Well, our tone definitely changed then towards us.
Need to move. Don't mistake me, Godwoken. The Order is coming, and they're coming for you. Sing the song, take control of the ship, or die.
Well then, we're gonna have to go sing the song then to this boat then. Quick rearrange my bar before we do this. Got things all over the place. Nothing worse than an untidy bar.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of
that.
a dragon. It looms over the bow, its fangs bared at the open sea.
It's kind of got like a resemblance to the Red Prince there. But that is some good craftsmanship there. What if these are his little arms? Anyway, we can go ahead straight away before I get lost in looking at the boat's design. I'm going to sing the song that we found from the Tome Below
The deck
Decks.
beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber.
I knew it.
A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
We have a living boat. We have a living boat, adventurers. That's what we want on this.
You are not the witch. You are not Dallis.
You definitely aren't Dallis.
You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new master?
We definitely get to take the lawfully good way and say that we're no slaver.
You are kind, but I can never be free again. Not truly. I am a vessel and must be guided. Let me take you wherever you wish. We can depart as soon as you are ready.
Well, I want to know more about the ship.
I am here to serve in all ways.
Let's take on the mystic one and say it, because I could definitely sense that there's pain in her
The
voice.
bow of the ship creaks downwards on the swell of the ocean. In the breeze above you, the faintest hint of what might have been a melancholy sigh.
Once, I was an elf. I passed away and was reborn as an ancestor tree. In a beautiful forest surrounded by kin of both flesh and root. But that time has passed. I saw that forest reduced to a dead place. Then I was taken away. My memories were lost, like the leaves from my branches.
Let's find out a bit more about this Livewood as well.
This must be made willingly. Our home was stolen from us. Magisters destroyed our way of life to end the war they started. Then they uprooted me and they tore me apart and turned me into this monstrosity.
Damn, she's definitely had a hard pass there. I think what I'm going to do before we take leave is I'm just going to end the video here now. So I'm just going to take our leave here.
The ship's awake. Good.
Oh.
Is she ready to sail?
It's definitely ready to sail.
A slow, toothless smile stretches across her face.
I'm not too sure if we trust this Melody here. She's already bit us and then nearly tried to kill us for not wanting to enslave a boat.
To Driftwood, then.
Okay, then let's take us to choose our travel companions. As this may be our last chance to change for the party. So what I'm going to do then is, before we do this,
Be quick, make no...
I'm just going to end the video here now then. I did touch on last episode by saying thank you for everyone that's joined us, and I really want to emphasize thank you to everyone that's jumping on the adventures of. I'm ecstatic that you're joining the adventure with me along this Divinity series and all the other series that I'm going to have going on in this channel. So until next time, adventurers, stay safe and farewell.